Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking to teacher librarians and teachers on how to create a digital lesson and be quite creative about it. It's the easiest digital lesson out there in the marketplace, and you can use almost any kind of multimedia video to be able to do it. So if you're in Smart Suite, you need to be logged in. And when you're logged in, if you've got authority to create lessons, you need to have one icon up the top, and it's that. Don't worry about all the others. You need to have one icon, which is TV for Education. If it's not there, click on it here, and when you click on search, you should have TV for Education there. If you've got it, you're almost on the way. The next thing you need to have is you need to have the Smart Classrooms button as well. And that's where we're going to probably be doing 99% of our work this morning. So to create a lesson, you click on Menu after you've logged in. You won't have all these options, but you'll definitely have Smart Classrooms. And from Smart Classrooms, we want to go and to create a lesson. And it's really easy. So when you go to create a digital lesson, give it a name, any name you want. So in my case, I'm going to talk about Newton's Law. Okay, now you can give it a description over here. Okay, and when you put a description over here, if you go save, if you got spelling mistakes or errors or whatever, it'll come underlined. But when you click save, your lesson module comes up. Now you think, oh, there's not much to it. That's correct. There's not much to it because it's really, really easy. You can experiment and play around with these buttons over here. Have a look at your lesson, delete a lesson, duplicate an existing lesson. So bring it up here, duplicate it, and then you can create a new lesson. All right. You can create slides to the lesson. You can delete slides to the lesson. If you've created a lesson, you will be able to share that lesson by clicking that there, which we'll deal with later. And you have a whole bunch of reports on the lesson. So who answered correct, who answered wrong, who participated, how do I share my lesson? That's the share button. Okay. And you've also got who's attended the lesson. You can have a look at that there. Okay. But we're just going to start with creating a lesson. Very simple lesson. So I'll go to Newton's Law. Okay, and if I said, oh, I'd like to put a description, just click on the edit button and you can go back and you can type in a description. Okay, and then just hit save and it brings you back to the lesson screen. Now in the lesson screen, you can do two things. You can add resources and questions. What order you add them in, we couldn't care less, because as you add resources or questions or both, you can move the resources up and down the list of priority, and you can move the videos up and down the list as well. So if you created a video and then you created 5 answers, and then you created another video, and then you've created another 3 answers, and you go, oh, I want to put that question to the one above, just move the one question up above. I'll show you how to do that. But we're going to start with just creating a resource. So click on create a resource. What resource can you add? You can add TV for Education content, YouTube content, your own videos, websites, or even a document sitting on Google Drive, sitting on your 365 drive. Okay, you can put a reference to there. You can put a Google website there, or PDF or a PowerPoint presentation. You can even add text to the lesson if you want to format it the way you want. But we're going to keep it simple. We're just going to go and do a search of Newton's Law. Okay, and we're looking at it in TV for Education. So when I do a search, there they all are. Okay, and let's choose this one over here from TV for Education. So I'm going to add that lesson to the system. Okay, now there's my lesson, but I also want to add another lesson, so another video. So I'll click on there, and this time I'm going to go to YouTube. Okay, and in YouTube, Newton's Law, and I go search, and there's Newton's Law. So we're going to add that YouTube video. Okay, now I want to add a question, so I can go add a question, and in the question I can say Newton's law. And I can type up my answer here and put a dummy answer there, a dummy answer there, dummy answer here, dummy answer here, and I can say that's the correct answer. And if more than one's correct, you can say that's the correct answer. And then you can go say save that question, and there's a question there. And now I can go ahead and I can add another question. This time it's a yes no question, and in the yes no question one law, and the answer is yes or no. And the answer is no, he had more than one law, so I'll just go save. Okay, so there's my question, and there's my second question. And now I can add a third question, and I can put in find the missing word. So I can type in a whole paragraph and put missing words in there, and people need to get the missing word correct. Okay, now what's going to happen when the student gets it, they will not get all these other functions, and they will not be able to add resource and add question. It'll just be straight down. Okay, now when I play the video, watch what happens. I press play. That's from TV for Education. The video will come up and it will start playing. Okay, now when the video starts playing, you might not want it to play the whole video. Okay, so you can say, oh, I really, let's have a look at it. And that's right, I want to address it from here to here. And then I also want the video to play from here to here. And that's my video. But the problem is that video goes for half an hour and it's going to go for that long. So I'd like to edit that video. Really easy. You got a scissors. Just click that scissor and it'll allow you to crop it. The video will load in the middle. The editor will load on the outside with a whole bunch of options. I only want you to concentrate on 3 options for the purpose of this exercise, but you can go in and you can play around with the other options later. So the one we want is this one here, this button. That's the start of the clip. So if I'm going to clip this video, if I start playing it, okay, so let's play it there. So if it's playing, and if that's where, let's go play, and that's where I want the start, I can just press that start button. So let's go back here, and he's giving us a bit of a description. So let's keep going back, and okay, so that's the start of my clip. And I played it a little while, and I go, that's the end of my clip. Now that's the clip that I want, so I will go chapter 1 and just go create a chapter. So there's a chapter. Oh, can I create more chapters? Absolutely. So you can, that's the start of my chapter. That's the end of my chapter. And I go, yes. So that's my second chapter. I'm not going to call it chapter 2. I go, please watch carefully. Okay. And go, that's my second chapter. Now, that's all I want. So I will go close. And that's that video done. So now watch what happens when I play that video. Watch the performance bar at the bottom. When I go play, it automatically loads it, fast forward to the section that you clipped. It'll play that clip, then it'll fast forward. We remember all that. We'll fast forward to the next clip and play the next clip, and that's it. Okay, and that's how you would add clips from your video. And of course you can do the same with that video. However, you say, but that question refers to this video. That's right. So what you can do is you can move the video down, or you can move the question up. So go on the up arrow, and now I've got the video and the question, then the video, then the next question. No, that applies to the top one. So just move that up again. So now I've got video, question, question. Okay. Now, if you want to share this video with all your students, you want to put into a learning management system, you want to email it as homework, just click the share icon. Okay. Sharing with everybody, and just click that, and it say the link has been copied to your clipboard. And now what you can do is you can go ahead and you can put it into a Word document. You can put it in a PowerPoint presentation. You can put it into anything digital, including your email or your learning management system. So what you would do is you would say, Dear Year 7 please click this link and do this lesson. And what you do is you just paste the link in there, and there it is. Okay, and now that lesson's in there. Of course, if you put in an email or wherever else, it'll work. So if you want to now get that lesson up, when you send it, they will just go ahead and they'll go click, and this is the experience that they're going to have. Up will come the system. They'll have to be logged in as a member of your network. Okay, and once they're logged in, and we need them to log in because we do a whole bunch of analytics for you. We'll tell you who loaded it, when they loaded, who ran the lesson, who didn't run the lesson, and the lesson will come up and it will allow them to watch the video, okay, and then answer the questions. Okay, now they will not get all these options. The reason why I've got all these options here is because I'm logged in and I created the lesson. So the system says you must want to add the lesson, you might want to change the lesson, you might want to alter the lesson. So that's why it's allowing me to do that. Okay, so to be able to share the lesson, you just click on share at the bottom, take that link, or even put that QR code wherever you want, and when they click on it, that particular lesson will work. And that's all there is to creating a digital lesson. Now, anything that you do when you log on to the system, and anything that you share, and when students have logged on to it or other teachers have logged on to it, unlike other systems, you will have a button, and every teacher has that button called My Items. Every student has that button called My Items. And whenever they click on anything in Smart Suite Library, okay, when they click on My Items, what will happen is the lessons and the videos and the content that that teacher has been working with throughout their lifetime, when the system's installed, will load up and it'll be classified for them. Okay, so there's my lesson, Newton's Law. So when I click on that, okay, the lesson will come up over here and it'll show me that I've got a lesson called Newton's Law. If I've added videos, if I've added books, if I've added resources, they're all in here. And guess what? Your My Items is unlimited. So if you go ahead and put in 2 lessons or 22 lessons or 222 lessons or 2000 lessons, it really doesn't matter. You can add as many resources and lessons to the system, because in Smart Suite, we give you unlimited cloud access, unlimited storage, and guess what? We will not steal your intellectual property and share it with other people. Why should other people benefit from all your hard work? And in any event, it's the intellectual property of your school, so we are not going to freeload off it and give it to other people. Okay, so it all becomes part of the school's collection. So just to recap, to go in and create a lesson, you need to be logged in. Okay, you need to then, when you're logged in and the school's collection page comes up, you'll be looking to make sure that you've got access to the lesson module. The first giveaways, you will have TV for Education up there, and when you click that, you will have a Smart Classrooms button here. And when you click that, you'll have Create a Lesson. If you've got that, you're off and running, and it literally is that simple. It's not a 2-hour induction system that you need to go into asking training for. Okay, if you need special training and you're logged in, you will have a mailbox. All you need to do, you click on the mailbox, and what that will do is it will allow you to ask us. So I want to create a ticket. You can ask us anything, and in here, please contact me for training, and then down here you'll say my number is, give us your number, I need training on smart lessons, I am available any Tuesday to Thursday before 8:45 a.m. and after 6 p.m. Okay, and then you'll just hit that button. Okay, and basically we'll get the message, and then we will ring you on that number if you've given us all that information. So you can ask us for anything by just creating a ticket. Ask us absolutely anything, and we're there to help. Okay, and we don't care however many times you ask, and you can ask us for anything. So thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to go through Smart Classrooms and showing you how to create a lesson.